What's up, y'all? Happy Wednesday. It is 8 p.m. We are so excited to be back with the show. It is season 3. Happy 2026. Whole new year is
Whoop,
kicking
whoop.
off. What's up, Kim?
I feel like I ain't seen you since last year.
Girl, goddamn, I ain't seen you since last year. And let me tell you some shit. It feels so weird. Like, as close as we are, we ain't kicked it. We ain't did
I
shit.
know. I
So we ain't
know.
kicked it. But listen, that's gonna change on Friday because we're going to kick it. We're going to see TK Kirkland, which is gonna be a dope and amazing show. Let me see.
And that's going to be at the Funny Bone, guys. You know where we
Yeah.
be at?
Listen, we ain't been to the Funny Bone in a hot minute. It's gonna be cool for us to get back down there.
James, I need my mozzarella sticks. You know how I
Listen,
feel about my mozzarella sticks from the Funny
listen.
Bone.
Let me tell you something. I ain't fucking with the mozzarella sticks because the nigga that got skinny. I ain't playing.
uh,
I don't want no mozzarella sticks. They bang, but I don't know.
dang.
I'm gonna probably eat one. You know, I'm gonna probably eat one.
I
But
got to get me some. I miss it. I miss going to the Funny Bone. I miss sitting up there and hobnobbing. Oh yeah, they know us here. That's how we be.
right.
Oh no, they got us handled. We we
Listen,
be all right.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see you, Kat.
Mm-hmm.
I love you, cause like
I
I'm
love you
super excited.
too.
I'm super excited to see you. To get on the podcast with you. It feel like it's been a month of Sundays that since we have done a show, and I know it really was just December, and then we did. Who do we have on? I was gonna say Jay Brown. It wasn't Jay Brown. Or did we have Jay Brown on? Who did we just have on?
Oh Lord, you asking a person that don't got a memory.
I'm gonna be 50. I'm getting old. I can't remember shit. Um,
Uh-uh.
we
No. No, why'd I
it's
freeze?
crazy, but we did a show like 3 weeks ago. It's just a little weird, and we do this every December, so it's not like it's nothing new. Like any of you guys who
Mhm.
have been following us since the very beginning, through season 1 and season 2, you do realize that we do this every December. We take a little
Mhm.
break, kind of sit back, chill, um, revitalize ourselves, and it actually worked out really, really good this season because life been kicking both our asses. It's been a lot of shit going on. It's been so much shit going on, but
Mhm.
there also has been a lot of just evaluating, reevaluating, cleaning the circle up, getting rid of the people who just don't need to be there. And it's a lot of that. It's a lot of that, and I know that many of you guys could really relate to that. So we are in a good headspace. We got a whole lot of stuff going on. We actually got our guests lined up. We got plenty of people scheduled for the podcast, for Transcending the Culture, for many of the other podcasts as well. Soap Dish is going to be coming back this coming Sunday. Open Letters to a Survivor has been back for about a month now. So those ladies are back doing their podcast. We got a lot of new stuff that is launching. We've had some stuff, different shows and productions that have been in the works for like the last 6 months to a year. So
For
a
sure.
lot of that stuff is going to
Mhm.
come to fruition this year. Like there's just so much stuff. But again, I think that I can speak for Kat as well when I say that we both have been doing a lot of reevaluating and just getting stuff together and getting people out of the space who don't need to be there. And some things went down, at least on my end. When I say that life been kicking our ass, it's been
Yeah.
been a lot with me over the last 2 months, and it just made me put a lot of stuff in perspective in terms of who we deal with, who we
Hmm.
work with. And I know I'm a little profane tonight because I'm in a really good mood. Like I feel good. I'm glad that we on the show. But these
Hmm.
motherfuckers, they've been playing in our faces. And
They're playing in our damn
when I
face.
when I say I'm sick of it, I'm sick of it. So the whole theme of the year is fuck around and find out. And
Fuck around and find
I did
out.
post that a couple weeks ago, and some people was like, what's going on? Don't even worry about it. But that's what it is.
If it don't apply, let it fly. Don't worry. If
Listen,
you ain't
that
did
that
nothing,
part.
if
It
you
don't
ain't did nothing fugazi, you ain't got
that
nothing to worry
part.
about.
That part right there. But
But other than I'll put your name on this list right here. Listen.
listen, stuff is taking off real good. We ain't gonna go. Listen. We ain't gonna stretch the first hour about that, like Shannon Sharp stretched the whole first hour of his show with Mike Epps about Cat Williams.
Oh, brother.
Listen, we're gonna talk about that in the trending topics too. But it's a lot of
Mhm.
stuff going on. It's a lot of stuff happening out here in
Mhm.
entertainment news. Mary J. Blige kind of won her lawsuit, but friendship wise, she's still
Yeah,
losing.
yeah,
And
yeah.
lose because
We-
to be friends with somebody for 30 plus years and them be in your space like that. And it could be a situation where maybe they just didn't need to be in that space no more. But to be around somebody and to consider somebody family for that long, and now y'all have pretty much split because of business, bad business, albeit, or
It's just
even
business. But I
it's just
heard little birdie told me that they talked it out and Misa dropped it.
okay,
So that is what's being reported.
okay,
So we don't know, they're
okay.
being kind of hush hush
It may be.
on what's going on.
I
But
hope
they
they can
said
clean it
that
up.
Mary J was really hurt by it and really wanted
Yeah,
to mend the relation. She said she cared more about the relationship than the money.
right.
So I would hope that that's really what happened.
Yeah, hopefully
Because
that's what really
for
happened.
one, it's always messy with friends and money.
Yeah,
Friends and money really don't
absolutely,
mix. So,
absolutely.
I would love it if two women could, bury the hatchet and move on. That's the best thing for everybody anyway.
And that's more of a family thing anyway, because obviously because of Mary's relationship with Puff, Mary's relationship probably with his kids, and because
Yeah.
we've been around each other
They've been
since
around each
we
other for
first came out,
yeah,
over
probably
30
since
years.
before I was born. So
Yeah,
come on now.
over
This
30,
is crazy.
they've been around each other for over 30 years, so it makes sense. So hopefully, that's what went down, that's what happened. But it's a lot of stuff happening out there. It's a whole lot of stuff happening.
It's a
So I know
lot going
I
on.
know you're gonna get into some of it with Cat Got Your Tongue.
Yeah,
Um,
we'll get into it. But I did want to just tell everybody, happy. I hope everybody had a happy holidays. I hope everybody had a
Absolutely.
happy New Year.
Yes, yes, yes.
Going into this new year with goals. I try not to think of them as resolutions, because sometimes when you think of it like that, it's short lived. So I've been trying to have my goals. As you guys know, like a lot of my transcenders, every year, if y'all don't know, I make I got my vision board right here.
Yeah.
I got all my little, I still got this on there, James, though, the Essence Festival. Now I put this on there every year.
Listen. We're gonna go this year, but it's a whole lot of stuff that's gonna be going on that we're gonna be going to this year. And
Right.
when
Yeah.
Essence Fest happens, but also the Cincinnati Jazz Fest is the same month, and I'm planning on us
Ooh.
being there doing media as
Mhm.
well. So it's a lot of stuff that's
Yes.
happening. That's one of the things I've been needing to talk to you about because I'm planning for us to be there. Um,
Yay. I'm so excited.
there. We'll go kick it with cousin Jimmy. Um,
Cousin Jimmy, get the
you know,
breakfast ready.
take him with us, and something else that you gave us too, cousin Jimmy. Uh,
Listen, what that's so funny. I'm actually reading this book cousin Jimmy had mailed me.
okay.
Now it takes I admit it took me a lot longer to get to it than I would like to admit. But thank you. Shout out to cousin Jimmy. If you guys don't know, I am a person that loves to read. So I love books about it's about black success and your mental and just all about creating the life that you want. So and that's one of my goals this year is to get back into reading and just really read books. I used to really read books a lot for leisure, literature. You know, I watch a lot of shows and movies now, so I really want to get back into written word, and especially
Yeah.
authors in the Black community, authors, women authors, and then authors that deal with special needs and special needs children. And I
Yeah.
know that you have someone who
Yes.
is right in that alley.
Listen, and that actually works because so one of the things that I was able to really accomplish in this past year and now moving into the new year was I really got the PR firm up and going. So obviously
Congratulations.
you, but then we also got Reese, we got
Hmm.
Amanda, and then we have Mamta Ja Mishra. So
Yes.
many people are not necessarily familiar, I'm sorry, with
Hmm.
Ja Mishra, but she is one of my PR clients. She is located in Gadsden, Alabama. And not only is she an author, but she is a care advocate, autism advocate. She does so much around the community. And I had the blessing of going down there to Gadsden, Alabama at the beginning of December.
Hmm.
In the midst of all of this bullshiggity that was going on, figured out a way to get myself down to Gaston, Alabama. And it was a beautiful trip, but it was cool just to get down there, get with her face to face.
Hmm.
And like the things that she has done in the community, the work that she has done with her son, whose name is
Hmm.
Parag, Parag.
Oh.
Um, like it just really speaks to a mother's love.
Hmm.
And you know the situation firsthand because you are the parent of an autistic
Yes.
child, and
Yes.
you are the single parent of an autistic
Single
child.
parent of an autistic
And
child.
when
It's
doctors
not easy.
diagnose your children with things like that, a lot of times their expectation is that you just gonna take their word for it. And she was like, "No, I'm not doing that." And they had their own scenario of what his life would be like. And
Mhm.
he is a self-taught artist. When you think of the Van Goghs and the Michelangelos and those, like he is doing work on that level, and all of the
That's so beautiful.
amazing paintings that he has done is all from memory. So it's like he
Mm.
travels somewhere and he locks into his mind the waterfall or
Hmm.
the trees, and then he duplicates that onto a painting. Like
That is so amazing. I follow this
you have to like you
creator.
have to
I
see the
follow
work.
this creator on TikTok, and her son. They took him on a helicopter ride over the New York skyline, and do you know
Yeah.
within a week he had the whole map just drawn out and map from memory. Like these children, y'all have to stop counting out these autistic
Yes.
children. Like and firsthand,
And Kayla too.
I
Like
was told Kayla would never graduate, that
she
she
is
would never
amazing.
have a life. She would
She done had her
never
first
talk.
job.
This girl graduated this year, y'all. This very year, 2026. Listen, we done did the
Right.
senior pictures, we done did all the things. But these kids, and they always say disabled, but I'm really trying to train myself to start saying
Yeah.
differently able. They're
Yeah.
just differently able. That don't mean they just like us, but it's like they have their own skills, they have
Absolutely.
their own lives,
But
they have
they
their own
but they
interests.
senses be so keen. Like
When I tell you they be so smart, like Michaela is so dang on smart. I can't hide nothing from her. I
right.
cannot hide anything from her. She is just
Listen,
too
the way
too
you
intelligent.
be, the way you be, I've seen this. I have witnessed where you have locked down stuff, and she
Mhm.
done figured out how to go in there and maneuver and work the code and all of
I,
that.
I
Girl
don't
is
I don't
smart.
know how. I don't know
That
how.
girl is
She will
smart.
listen from another room and hear me putting the lock combination in and be like, okay, I got that.
Yeah.
That's 326. Okay. I'd be
Right.
like, how the heck? But you know what? That's just she differently able. Maybe I might have her breaking into the bank vault or
But
something. Cause girl, we gonna have to do some of these
but that's
skills,
also
honey.
from the work that you have done. And that's the thing that, I really stress with Mamta. And I know she knows it, but
Hmm.
the stuff that he does, like not only is like he this amazing, brilliant artist, but he makes candles, like he makes
Oh.
all types of like creams and gels and things that are like healing to the body. So like
Oh.
even, with my knee pain, she gave me this cream that he makes. When I tell you that stuff, listen, listen,
Listen,
it's
them
like a
natural
makeover.
remedies.
But
Yeah.
right there, he's making natural remedies, and like they are helping so many people. So she's got a lot of stuff going
I
on.
would love to get me and her together and pick each other's brain because
Listen, it
I'm a
will
big
happen
fan. I'm a big
because
fan.
I'm planning some trips down there for the events that she's got going on, and like
Hmm.
I really want you to go. But then also, the big thing is that she's our guest for next Wednesday. So like that's gonna be super super
I'm
cool.
so excited.
And
I'll be
she's
right. Let
excited
me
because she's been wanting to talk to you.
let me get my
I know you've
questions
been wanting
ready.
to talk to her. Like I think it's gonna be so
Because
like
it's like, listen, when you meet another autistic parent in a while, they be like, another autistic parent, like we be drawn
yeah
to each other and we be like trying to give each other information and stuff. Like, what did you know about this? Did you know about this? So I just really love the community, and I
yeah
hope that people start leaning more into their communities because I learned a lot more information from my peers in my community than ever did from the doctors.
yeah.
So.
No, I think it's gonna be great when she comes on the show next week. But
Mhm,
she is, one of my big clients. And then again, there's you, there's Reese, and there is Amanda,
mhm,
who I'm, working on some things for now, for all of for everybody. So
mhm,
it's really been a blessing, being able to represent her. And then I
mhm.
don't want to forget Marcus Boyd as well, because
Yes. Mhm.
Marcus Boyd is on the roster as well. We just haven't, really done much of anything yet. But some big things are definitely going to be coming for him as well. So that's
Mhm.
like 5 clients. My hands are full. My hands
Hands
are yeah,
full.
on top of the podcast, the network, the radio station, which I'm actually in the process of converting everything over to a new network, which now is going to allow the podcast, Transcending the Culture, open letters to a survivor, soap dish, all of that stuff will now play over the radio station, which is cool, and that's what
So
I've
dope.
always wanted for it to do anyway. So
Yeah.
switching platforms with that. In terms of music, like we're still gonna do, I was gonna say the entertainment plug, but UGD Live. So I'm still gonna take UGD Live to the airwaves, but it's gonna be independent music now, all independent music. So it's not
Right.
gonna be, the like the major stuff, because
Right.
I just
Right.
want to do
And we
something.
know we know so many independent artists.
Yeah,
So
I
it's
want
it's
to do
not like
something.
we will be needing for music. So.
I want to do something different. I'm working on putting the store together where we'll have a online store together where we will have merch and
Mhm.
all that kind of jazz. More of the Transcending the Culture mugs, which, listen, I still got you and Tiffany mugs sitting right here, which is ridiculous. So, it's really sad, but I'm working
Ridiculous.
all of that
Bring
out
mine to
now.
the funny bone, okay?
It's
So I
so
can
much
do my
stuff
part for
going
you.
on. The King's Lair, if you know, you know.
If
That's
you
all I'm
know,
gonna
you
say.
know.
If you know, you know. That's all I'm saying about that. If you know, you know.
You better
But
know.
that's growing too. Some good stuff is going on with that.
Mhm.
If any of y'all have been watching and y'all know me, then y'all know I done kicked all that weight off. So like I'm living out here. Like I'm doing good. I'm feeling good. Life is good. Like we're
You
doing
didn't kicked off
everything
the you
good.
didn't kick the weight off and gave it to me, your cuz. How dare you?
To who? Not you. Not
Yes,
you. You already know you still looking good and snatched over there. Don't do that.
shit. This arm looking real meaty. Real, it don't even jiggle no more. That's how I know. It ain't even empty. It's full. That damn my mama, all them damn Christmas cookies and cakes and shit. Damn. But
I
I
can't. I
got
can't with you. I
now
cannot with you.
because you know how my mom do with them cupcakes. You know them things is amazing. So she was cooking all that stuff for the holidays. So I definitely gained a little bit. But good news, guys, I got my gym membership back. So
Listen,
we
where for where Planet?
I'm going to the Y.
Okay,
I'm
because
going to the
I just
Y.
rejoined. I just rejoined Planet Fitness because my mother is finna start working out. So I said we're gonna go work out together. But I still got my other
Oh,
gym.
that's good. Well, I'm going when I'm up there. I definitely come with my good cuz on the buddy pass, cause but I do a lot of swimming. That's my thing.
Okay,
I do a
okay,
lot of that's something that, a lot of transgenders know I have some back issues.
yeah.
And so swimming is something that is low impact. It takes the pain away, and I can do a lot of cardio without having the impact on my old injury. So that's really why I went to the Y, because I listen, I need to dip myself up in some water and sit up in the sauna and melt this off. Cause ain't no dang on way. I had to pull out my fat clothes, James.
Lord have
I
mercy.
said, "Oh, I
Listen,
forgot I like this sweater. This fit real
listen,
nice, real
listen.
good."
You gonna get it together. I ain't
I
even
know
concerned.
it ain't even no big thing for me. That's why I ain't
Yeah,
tripping. But dang man, I'm sitting here looking at everybody losing weight, everybody over Wegovy and stuff. I'm like, give me some. I'm sitting here
yeah,
asking for it. Give me a shot. I'm sitting there getting a flu shot, talking to them like, look, I know y'all got some Ozempic back there.
right,
Just go
right.
on and just go on and give me some right on with the flu shot, okay?
I've been kicking ass with this weight loss, and I ain't even go front. If anybody else gonna say it, I look pretty good, damn good
You
on this
look
camera.
dang on
Like,
good. When I say
listen,
you look handsome,
listen,
chiseled, glowing, everything.
man. When I tell you I feel good, like I'm happy, the network is doing
But
good.
you've been working for so long, like you've been pounding out these
Yeah,
workouts and just, your dieting and
yeah,
everything you do for our, our company and the network and things. So
yeah.
I
It's a
think this is
lot.
going to be a good year.
And
Right now,
listen,
especially winter is such a good time to grow. So I
absolutely,
just feel like this is our time for sure.
absolutely. And shout out to celebrity wise, shout out to Charlemagne because a lot of people got a lot of stuff to say about him and his network, but I think he's doing some amazing shit. I think he's doing some amazing shit with the Black Effect Network, and see that's what makes me who I am, and people like you and me, and because I don't look at no shit like it's competition. Like
Mhm.
what he's doing is helping the cause that we trying to do. Like it's helping.
Right.
It's
It
helping.
is.
Like it
Mhm.
helps so much, and like I just think it's mad dope. Yeah, I think it's
So
mad
what?
dope.
So he had a lot of controversy going on this week. I don't know if you heard about that. A lot of people were upset because he went. I want to say he went on someone's show, and he was talking about his podcast host Andrew Schultz and
Okay,
how
what happened?
Andrew Schultz has a reputation of being, can be racist, sexist, homophobic, all the things. He says a lot of
Ain't
those
that who was arguing with Kendrick Lamar?
was that him? I think it was. Yes, 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 and yes. So it's just, so people are like, how could you work with him? Yada yada yada. And Charlamagne said, I don't feel
Well,
responsible
that's where you
for.
know that a lot of it is about the money.
It's about the
So
money, it's about the business. But he said, I don't feel responsible for what comes out of another man's mouth, like what come out of his mouth. This is business. That's not how I feel. Y'all don't hear me saying it. So what do I
yeah,
have to do with me? That really,
right,
what the F that got to do with me?
right,
I felt him a lot on that, but it's like part of me is like, we really shouldn't be giving nobody platforms, but at the same time, when we do stuff that is only for us by us, we know how that goes.
yeah,
It's easy to discount us. It's easy to push us to the side, squash what we've been doing. I mean, look at what's been going on with sinners.
yeah,
Look
yeah,
at everything that's been going on with them.
yeah,
So so I respected what he said, because at the end of the day, you are not responsible for somebody else's opinions.
right. Absolutely, absolutely. No,
Um
I just I can get both sides of it. I see where it's really about business for him. And, on one token, he's not responsible for what comes out of somebody else's mouth. But I also think a lot of it goes back to what you feel like you want to portray with your network. And
mhm.
I think that's where, that's more of the stance that I take just in terms of like the content that we put together on our own and for ourselves, the content that people put together when they come onto the network. So I'm pretty careful and meticulous about who I bring onto the network because I know what I want to portray as a network. Is that gonna
Right.
is that gonna affect some of the bottom line or the incoming dollar or whatever? Absolutely. But
Mhm.
I think that's where, I say that for me, it's not all about the money. And listen, we all got shit going on. We all need money.
Yeah.
We all got
We
bills.
all need we all
We
need
all trying to
money.
make some money and be prosperous and
Mhm.
successful off of the businesses that we have. But again, with UG Digital Podcasting and Radio, there's a certain thing, there's a certain quality, there's certain value that I want the network to represent. So I have to be cautious with who I bring onto the network. For
Right.
him, he don't really care about that because
He
it's
doesn't he
more
doesn't
about it's more
care.
about the business and the money.
Yeah,
And
but you have to look at his career as a whole. Like,
yeah,
with you and I, we care about, being a media safe space, protecting our guests, having repeat good relationships with the people we work with, having repeated guests. He never cared for that. He has
mm,
always been inflammatory. Think about when he was on his own. Think about when he was with Wendy Williams. He's always
yeah,
been that. So that is
absolutely.
something that I mean, he's if anything, he's consistent. So,
But I do
that's
think that there's some really amazing things with his podcast, and he's given a lot of people a
yeah,
voice and a
absolutely.
platform.
Yeah.
And shout out to Lauren LaRosa because
Hmm.
she be doing her damn thing. She be doing her damn.
Right.
Do we all make mistakes and need to clean up and brush up stuff? Absolutely. She do. I do. Everybody, like, we all do.
Hmm.
However, I do think that she does a very good job, and I like her. So I think that she's
Yeah.
amazing too. So shout out to her. Definitely shout out to him, for what he's doing. Um,
Hmm.
yeah,
So did you see the Golden Globes? Did you see anything about that
yeah.
going on?
I did
No,
not. What's
I
happening
did
with it?
not. I mean, just the same old. They praising the. I mean, we call a spade a spade. It's just the entertainment industry is falling in line with the administration,
Mhm.
which they are promoting the ultimate whiteness, and anything that doesn't fit that is getting pushed out.
Yeah,
And the crazy thing is, the movies is flopping. Them
yeah.
all white movie. I look. I love a good all white movie. My favorite movie is Mean Girls. My favorite show is Friends. So I ain't never gonna be.
I really did like Mean Girls. I really did like Mean
That's
Girls.
my. But so you can have all white cast and do it good.
Yeah,
But what they're doing is they're just pushing everyone out. And the movie of 2025 in most people's eyes was Sinners. It
yeah,
was an independent film. It was a original screenplay. It wasn't based on anything. It wasn't a sequel of anything.
right.
And it was a majority black cast. They had a lot of Asian cast members. So it was very different than anything we've seen. James, I've seen that movie probably 20 plus times.
I know,
That's
I
my
know
favorite.
you,
That's one of my
I know
favorite.
you have.
That is like out of last year, like out of last 10 to 15 years, that's my favorite movie that's came out in that time frame,
Okay.
because it's so good. I made my sister watch it on Christmas. She was like, oh my gosh, like I didn't think it was gonna be like that. I'm like, yeah, it's like that. And so the critics, since it came out, since it was shown in the Sundance and independent film festivals and all those, it has been, they've been raising all the praising it so much. Now that it's award season, we're seeing
Yeah,
that all that praise ain't really coming out in awards, which the black community is kind of used to that. But it's just kind of disheartening because, the movie that just came out within the last 2 weeks, I can't even remember what it's called. What is that Timothy Chalamet movie? Marty Supreme.
okay.
So Marty Supreme is about a white dude, a ping pong. I haven't seen the movie, so I don't really know. But it's basically the American dream type thing. A white guy has a dream of ping pong and lies and cheats his way to the top or whatever. And it's supposed to be inspirational story, American dream. Okay, great. We've seen that before. We've seen that.
Yeah,
That's a common story. We've seen that.
yeah,
And
common
how
thread.
are you going to say a movie that was released in the middle of December is the movie of 2025? It
Yeah,
just came out. We haven't
yeah,
even gave it a chance. Like,
yeah.
what are y'all talking about? So it won movie of the year. It won best at all these different awards. Sinners only, I think, and don't quote me on this because I only watched some of it. They won the award for the young actor. Have you seen Sinners, James?
I haven't.
Oh my God.
You you
I'm
know
just gonna
you know you know I haven't. However, listen, because what had happened. No, what it really is just because of everything that's been going on, and
You just
like
so busy. You're so
I'm
busy. You're so
constantly
busy.
moving and working. So
Hmm.
like I ain't been to the movies and see nothing. It ain't like I've been seeing other stuff and I just didn't see that. I ain't seen shit
I
because
just went to see Avatar and it was banging.
listen, it's stuff that like they was talking on DL Hughley the other day. Somebody was on there and they was like, I'm finna start watching The Wire because I never watched The Wire. And you ain't never seen The Wire? And then I got to thinking about it. I said, God damn, I ain't never seen The Wire either. Like
Me,
none of
me neither for real. I seen a couple
right.
episodes, like people will
Like
watch
it's a
it and I
lot
come
of stuff I
in, but
haven't been
I
able to see.
never, yeah.
Like for the last 2 months, I've been saying I am absolutely finna sit down and watch season 2 of Beauty in Black. And you think I did it yet?
You've
Nope.
been telling me that for
About two,
like
three
two
months.
months.
Because I be constantly moving and working.
Yeah.
And I be constantly moving and working. So like to really have that kind of time to sit down for a couple hours to really watch some stuff, I just don't have that kind of time. And I'm getting better. Like I'm absolutely
Yeah.
getting better. Like there are some things that I've been able to sit down over the last several weeks and actually watch now because like I don't Uber no more. So
Hmm.
that has cleared up a whole lot of time. Um, 'Cause, everything is really about UGD. Like
Hmm.
I'm really working to elevate us to the next level, and like running a business and doing all of this kind of stuff, and especially in the area that we're in, like this shit ain't for the weak, and it's a lot of people out there who are realizing that now. Ti,
Hmm.
like who just came back with his podcast, but it was gone for how long? 2 years or whatever because
Yeah.
he wasn't pulling no money in. But that's the thing. Like this shit, like when you want something that's just gonna last and really be out there and stand the test of time, like it don't blow up immediately. This
It
should take
don't.
this should take time. And when
Like
you are
there, like
trying to
there's
build
somebody, there's
authentic,
someone in Akron that does messy podcasting.
yeah,
And I mean, he be having all these views, but every day other day his page getting taken down.
yeah,
People don't want to mess with him. People scared to go on his show. People scared to even watch his show because
right,
he'd cuss you out in the comments if you ain't sending them cash apps and this and that. I'm just like, this is what you
right.
want your legacy to be. This is what you want your show to be. Like,
And I'm
y'all
just
can
like
have
to
that.
each their own. Like I just say to each their own. I know what
Mhm.
I want out of it, and I know what I want to do with it. And if it take time, it just take time. Like I don't care.
Yeah.
Like I got into this for the love of it. I ain't get into this
Right.
to make $1 out of it. Like I got into this for the love of it, and I love what we do. I love what
Yeah.
I've been doing. I've been doing this for 25 years. Like I love what I do, and I think that we do a bomb ass job. Like pretty much the people we reach out to, we give them. Like
Hmm.
we are doing good. We are doing amazing. Like the stuff that we've done, and the stuff that we're able to do, and the stuff that we're able to pull off. It's people who've been in this for a minute, and they are
Hmm.
unable to do it. And they trying to figure out how to do it, and that's really part of what got me to the stance that I had when I was talking to you before. Because again, I'm gonna say motherfuckers been playing in our faces, and that shit is over. That shit is
It's
absolutely
over. But we do have some people that show us love. Matter of fact, actually today I was out and I got recognized. Somebody was like, Cat. And it's funny because in Cleveland, everybody called me that. But in Akron, I can go by 1,000 different names. So I was looking like, hi. I was like, hi. And he like, oh yeah, I was at actually for any of the people in Akron, I was at the Habitat for Humanity. They have a they whoa. Um
Yep,
whoa.
she read it. She
That
read it.
is, I wasn't aware, but wow.
And
You know
listen,
what? Was
and
I
listen,
aware? Actually, I might actually been aware of that. That's the fucked up part.
and
But
listen. I don't wish no bad on nobody. I
hmm
don't, especially something like that.
hmm
But you got to be careful when you out here and you online and you portraying one thing and then you doing some other shit and some other side,
yeah.
and like you got to be real careful. But I don't wish no bad on nobody. Listen,
Yeah.
I send love, I send prayers. Like I need you to get better, get well, because you got kids. Like I need you to get better. But on
Yeah.
the same
It's
token,
it's
you got to be careful what you putting out here and what you portraying and all that kind of stuff. And you just got to watch what you're doing. So
yeah, it is. But that's
I
why I
just
said
found
I
that
was
out.
really focused on the people that are really there for us and the people that's,
Yeah,
whatever. But yeah, like I was saying, I was at the Habitat for Humanity. It's a resale store.
Okay.
So it's like, almost kind of like a Goodwill. People donate stuff and it's furniture so you can go in and shop and get whatever. I was looking for a desk for Michaela, but yeah, somebody's cat, hey, hey. And he brought the guys around that was like I was in the area waiting on them to move the stuff to my car. He like, yeah, this who y'all need to follow. This right here, her right here, her. This the one right here. And she got the podcast and this going and stuff. And I was just like, I was really like, me, who me?
That's what's up. That's what's up.
And it was just nice. So shout out to the guys over there at Habitat for Humanity. And then the man that I hate that I can't remember his name. And he has a one of those gaming trucks. You know
Okay.
those trucks that the kids could get
Yeah.
on and they got all the games and a
I,
party bus truck.
Elijah used to love them trucks. Yeah.
Yes. So you guys watch out on my page. I will be shouting him out and putting all his information because he has some really dope stuff going on. But it's really just nice to have genuine people. When you make connections like that, people don't forget.
Yeah.
So, it's really just nice to be out in my community and, have some people that really show love and know what we're doing. And oh, she got the podcast and they're official and they be having people on there and this and that. And I was just like, it's nice to really be noticed for that. And you never know who is really watching. Just because they ain't leaving no comment or whatever, people watching. I
Yeah.
just got tagged in somebody's podcast today. I said, oh, not you tagged me in your promo pic, but you ain't never liked one of mine. So look, look, James, he going on the list.
Right. Right.
But
Right.
but yeah, so
Listen, it's crazy. It's crazy. That's all I'm gonna say.
yeah, life is crazy. So yeah, let's get into a couple of these hot topics because it's some things going on. What's going on?
Absolutely.
Um, let's start off with the ratchets, ratchets. Um, as y'all know, Blueface didn't touch down. He finally didn't got out of jail.
Right.
So of course the circus done been acting up. The whole circus, the whole shebang then came back. It's like y'all was quiet for a long time. Missed it. I missed the quiet.
Yeah.
Blueface came out, faced all these random logo tattoos, Chase Bank and Major League Baseball and stuff. Look at a mess. Look like somebody's coloring book. Somebody in prison was just sitting there like this. Somebody was in prison all day was going like this. Look, sit still, bro. That's what it looked like. Somebody just sat there and just drew on his face and look a mess. He gained all this weight. Talking about he was eating brownies and moon pies and stuff. But one of his arms bigger than the other. So this arm all buff and this arm all like, bro, just go back to jail. Go back to jail.
Go back to jail.
Take back to jail. Take both your baby mamas with you. Ever since he got out, Krishan been acting a mess. She did get in the process of getting, she has multiple face tattoos of his face on her face.
Oh wow.
So yeah, she has like 2 giant face tattoos of his face. So she's in the process of, getting those removed and showing the removals. She has been on the baddies. Her and her sister have been fighting. His other baby mom has been kind of staying out the way, kind of getting into streaming. But it's just like, oh my goodness. And then Auntie's podcast is no more. With Blueface mom, Tokyo Tony, and
Okay. Yeah.
Tia Kemp.
Okay.
Word on the street is they all fell out. They was about to fight. Tony was about to fight. They said Tony was trying to fight Blueface mom.
Okay.
But she was scared of Tia Kemp. So it was just a lot of messiness going on. So I'm gonna be posting a little bit more about that on Cat Got Your Tongue. So you guys, if you want to stay up to the Blueface gang and all the baddies, I will be getting more into that and doing some baddies recap. We do have Big Lex from Akron, the Akron hometown hero. Everybody loves Big Lex. She's been doing her big one on baddies. But they have been saying that she's been having some mental health issues behind it. So shout out to Big Lex and know that, sometimes when people
Yeah.
making money and doing all this stuff, it does take a toll on them.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
And then while we talking about baddies, the HBIC, not Tiffany Pollard, but
I was gonna say New York.
I said New York, no. I run LA, the baddest bad girls club. The number one person you think of when you think of Bad Girls Club, Natalie Nunn.
Okay.
Miss Natalie Nunn was on Cam Newton's podcast, and when I say she ran mental circles around him,
I wonder how his podcast really does.
It does really well because this is the thing. His podcast, Shannon Sharp, Carisha Please, a lot of those do well because they're able to pay for the guests that people want to hear from. Now, do I like their journalistic style? No. Do I think they have the mental
Because when you look,
capacity? He did not have the. How did you let Natalie Nunn mentally outrun you?
yeah.
Like, and I think that, and this goes to, I ain't gonna get into all that, but some
I mean, and I
some of
just look at
these.
a lot of podcasts and I wonder because even like with T.S. Madison, like I love T.S.
Mm,
Madison. I really, really like T.S. Madison, but she just did an episode of um what is it, The Outlaws. So she did an
mm,
episode of The Outlaws with Debrat and Judy,
mhm.
and like it was boring as shit. Like it just was boring. Like
Well, the thing is, they are not interviewers. They don't. They never went to school for this. They
yeah,
don't know how to
absolutely,
set. They don't know how to set up an interview. They don't understand that.
yeah.
So they're just
And,
asking.
and I mean,
They're
she's had some really
asking.
dope interviews though. So like, I'm
They
not even.
yeah.
I don't want to front on her.
TS is actually a lot better than the other ones.
Absolutely,
Um,
absolutely. I mean, the quality
because
of
but
it,
the quality and
the
just
quality is amazing. I think the quality is
because I
really good.
think her and Kaya was doing the Queen's Court and they have been doing this for a long time. So I think she kind of knows, TS knows what they're doing,
Yeah,
and but yeah, I just think that some of these people they ask inflammatory questions and think that's what a podcast is or what an
and
interview
I don't
is.
think, and
Yes.
I don't think she asked inflammatory questions. It just was.
No, I'm
It just
saying no.
was
I was talking about like Shannon Sharp and
yeah, yeah,
Cam
absolutely.
and stuff. Not necessarily TS because I haven't seen that particular interview. But like even Carisha Please, all she do is ask, well, they said what happened with you and your baby mom or da, da, da. Like it's not really an interview. It's just somebody being messy. It's a difference because Barbara Walters and Oprah knew how to be messy, but it was entertaining as heck. You got to know how to really do it. And I strongly feel that Shannon Sharp and Cam Newton are not, and they don't show a level of intelligence of something that I would want to watch. Um, so I just don't like it. They're very shallow. They very
Yeah,
have a very short understanding of things. And then they have a skewed view of the world, which is very I mean, I could get into it for real, very patriarchal and narcissistic
yeah,
because
yeah.
Shannon Sharp had who did he have on there? And he was talking about, oh, I'm about to I think it was Mike Epps. He was like, oh, I'm about to go out of the country and I'm gonna get me some young girls and blah blah blah. Didn't you just lose all that millions?
Yeah.
You didn't learn your lesson. And I pray that you learn it again. I pray. I pray that little Amala from
It's gonna
wherever
happen.
you go to South America or wherever you go. I pray they take you up top for everything you got because the last girl didn't. She should have got you for everything. And it's a real problem with a lot of men letting their lust ruin them.
Yeah.
Like I know you saw that coach that lost 7 million
Uh huh.
guaranteed money
Uh huh.
messing with his assistant. And
Yeah.
they warned him for months, hey, stop
Yeah.
this. You send her to another program. You don't even gotta fire her, send her away, whatever, whatever, and you're gonna get your money. This man would not do it.
Yeah.
He wouldn't do it. He even gave her a raise. She was making more than all the other people in the department. And
That's
you
how they
thought
do.
that was about to be good, and then all of a sudden he lost his job, and he has criminal charges because he broke in her house talking about he was about to off himself. But it's just I don't listen to people like that. I don't. That's unintelligent to me. I don't run by my lust. I don't let things that going on in my life get ruined because of that. And
Yeah.
I think Shannon Sharp definitely pushes that narrative, and he was, oh, come on, dog, no, you're a dirty old man. I'm gonna tell you this as a young lady. When I look at you, I see a trick. I see a lick. I see a sugar daddy. Okay, I'm not looking at you saying, "Oh, that could be my man. He's so sexy. He's so." No matter what a woman, I'm sitting here telling you, if it's a woman that's 10 years younger than you, Shannon Sharp, it ain't nothing they want from you other than your money.
Absolutely.
Period. Your money or your notoriety or your fame.
He know
And
that.
it and it, and it do he?
He
Does
know.
he? No, No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
He
He
just don't
has an
care.
inflated ego that a lot of these men, and this is coming from a woman that I have a lot of older men try to talk to me. Heck, I didn't have a sugar daddy before. Shout out to Mr. Tony. Come back, please. Mr. Tony, please. I promise I'm gonna act right this time. I ain't gonna act like a little
You said I
PYT.
promise.
I ain't gonna be a PYT next no more. I'm getting old now. Come on back, Mr.
Oh
Tony.
shit!
I need you to pay a couple bills.
I'm done.
Um,
I'm done.
but yeah, and it's like, and even Cam Newton, he has this idea that, and he just had a podcast with TD Jakes, and this man was sitting up there telling TD Jakes, "Oh yeah, I put my girlfriends through the ringer. I test them. I cheat on them just to see if they gonna really stand by me."
Uh-huh.
What kind of man are you that
Yeah.
you sitting up there telling TD, a man of God? Now we know TD Jakes like to get swallowed up, but I want to say that to him.
Listen, y'all, we done for the night.
We'll see y'all next week.
No, go ahead.
I got a lot to say. Listen, I ain't been talking to nobody lately. I've been just in the house talking to myself. So y'all gonna have to hear these thoughts. But yeah, that shit is just crazy to me. Like that is just I don't know. I just keep seeing like these I don't know, and it's like y'all on a big platform, and this is who we're giving our platforms to. We're giving them to people that are saying, "Oh, I got when I say Natalie Nunn ran mental gymnastics around him, ran mental gymnastics. He brought her on the show, basically thought he was gonna down her for being on baddies and doing all this. Oh, you got OnlyFans and you do this.
But
She said,
I've
"Don't you
seen
got
somebody
7
else
baby
do that.
moms?"
I've seen somebody else do that with him too. I'm trying to think who it was.
Cheyenne, Dr. Cheyenne.
Yep.
Because he honestly is not that smart to me. He's not smart. He's not. I would not describe him or Shannon Sharp as intelligent.
Yeah.
Now maybe well dressed, maybe stylish in their own right, yeah. But intelligent, no. Interviewist, no. I actually get mad seeing people in positions that I don't think they deserve, because I just feel like you don't deserve that spot. I know 1,000 more journalists that could do it 1,000 times. Put journalist Shay up there. Okay, I'm tired, and I get it. It's because you got fans and you play football and this and that, but I just feel like what makes you qualified to be a journalist when you didn't? And if you watch the first episode of their show and watch the latest episode of the show, I don't see any growth. I see no growth. I see no growth in the questions. I see no growth in their demeanor, in their answers, in their way to I'm the type of person, if I get into a debate with somebody and they make a good point, I might change my opinion. Yeah. I might say, you know what? That makes a lot of sense. You're right. Yeah. We're ever changing beings. So I love for people to challenge what I think and form a different thought. Them people can be like, oh no, I don't care. I don't care if I got 7 baby moms. I'm gonna get another girl and I'm gonna do this. She gonna cook for me and I'm gonna do like that. Is just so, I just think it's so detrimental to the Black community. I think it's a rhetoric we don't need. I agree. We don't need more broken homes. We don't need more baby mamas. We don't need no more sugar daddies. We don't need no more men in position of power being taken down by lust. Y'all getting taken down by these 18-year-old white girl co-eds immediately. As soon as they graduate high school, they know, oh, I'm about to be a millionaire off of this dude. Pretty much. And Shannon Sharp, the amount of money that the girl got from him was the amount of money that he made playing ball. Was the exact amount. So what you're telling me is the whole career since you was in high school and you wanted to you telling me that you did all of that, all them years you worked in championships and all of that girl sat there, snatched out money because you were being lustful. Yeah, that's crazy work. But I digress. I'm gonna get off my soapbox. But yeah, I don't know. I be watching these.
Now I can't. This is dope. Listen. This is dope. We gotta do. Listen, we gotta start doing this more than once a week. Mm-hmm. We gotta chat on that, because we gotta start doing this more than once a week. Like, I like these shows where we just talking about the shit going on.
We're just talking about the shit going on, man.
This is dope. This is dope.
This is dope.
This is dope. But yeah, that's crazy shit.
It's crazy, but it is what it is, and I always gotta remind myself, what's for me is for me.
Yeah,
And I'll be there and I'll do it the way that I want to do it. I'll do it with
absolutely.
integrity. I'll do it with intelligence. I'll do it with education. I'll do it with experience. I don't want it that way. So um but yeah, oh, this is what I want to tell you. So, it's been your girl Tamar been real quiet lately. I think she was trying to go into the new year a little more positively.
Maybe.
Um
She was just on. What was she on? I know she did Sherry Shepherd, which I thought was stupid. Um,
they said she would sound like a drowning cat.
yeah,
Uh
I was
she
one of
didn't
those
share
that
she
said.
I would agree. I would agree. It was a little feline-ish. It was a little
I
feline.
was one of the ones that said that, and
It was very, very much Nine Lives. Yes.
she just did somebody. She just did somebody's show. I got to think about who
She
show.
just did what concert was that she did? She did Terrible at the concert. And a lot of people said that she sometimes people, especially if there's a, which is alleged, they're saying she has some sort of substance slash alcohol issue. Not sure
Okay,
really which one it is, not sure which, how much or whatever, but that is the rumor going around Hollywood, is that Tamar has some sort of substance problem. And so a lot of times when that happens, they literally forget how to sing. And so a lot of people said she's doing a bad imitation of Tony. That's what it sounds like. Like she doesn't sound like.
yeah, I always said that, but I'm sorry.
No, it's just because she's going for, Tony can do them super low, 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 low notes. And it's like
Yeah,
Tamar can only go so far. And it just sounds like I don't
you're
know.
right.
It just sounds like she's not really sounding like herself. She's not
Yeah,
doing, but I don't know. But, they claim that she's still hanging around talking to Mendices. It has come out that Yandy and Mendices have broken up.
yeah, I did. Yeah,
And they went
I
their
knew that.
separate ways. And a lot of people are saying a lot of crap. Oh, they was never married. I
Well,
can't
they
believe they
wasn't.
was never married.
I
We
mean,
knew that.
we knew that from watching
Did
Love and Hip Hop.
I said, did y'all not watch Love and Hip Hop? She literally said that. Like, and honestly, now that I'm looking at it, she liked a post. Somebody saw her like a post on Instagram, and it was like Yandy played chess while people was playing checkers. People was talking about her not marrying that man. Now she's able to walk away with nothing, with him wanting nothing. He cannot get access to her money, alimony, properties,
Right.
whatever they walked in with, that's what they walking out with. That's it. And I think that was very, very smart. And the reason why she never married him is because, he owed a lot of restitution. He owed, like, I want to say, close to $1
Right,
million
right. And
of.
and I remember that being part of the storyline on. Yeah,
So shout out to Yandy. The thing about it is, these men is terrible, whether you marry them or whatnot. Um, and so she's now doing some kind of like dating show thing. But it was interesting to say when I seen her, James, I said, "Is that Tamar?" Girl, Yandy done went and got the dang Vivica Fox special, and she got these cheekbones that's just full of filler. So she was all, I said, girl, just because your man cheat with Tamar don't mean you had to get the Tamar special. Now, come on now. You ain't have to do that, Yandy. But it is what it is. Shout out to Yandy. And then I saw that they said Chrissy and Jim Jones was liking stuff about her divorce and stuff. To which I say, Chrissy, you ain't never been nobody's nothing. So you shut the heck up. Okay. You ain't been nobody's nothing.
right.
So you sat there and Jimmy,
Uh,
I would have, y'all would have seen the first domestic violence on Love and Hip Hop, because I would have knocked her out if she would have did that to me. Don't you be proposed? Get up! Don't you be proposing no man that said he don't want to propose to you?
listen,
Out of
I,
control. But yeah, so it's the season of the breakups. It's a season of a lot of new relationships, a lot of marriages, a lot of people growing up. And it's just, I don't know, it's just one of them weird times. Like I don't know. It's I think it's a season of change right now that's going on.
absolutely.
So I've been really seeing that.
I think it
Um,
absolutely is.
yeah. So
Yeah, I
did you
think it
know?
absolutely is.
So did you know Ray J was hosting a dating show?
I'm a, I hate our pause like this, but I hate that I paused.
It sounds like something he would do. I wasn't aware, but it sounds like Ray J.
I feel like I heard something about it.
Yeah.
I feel like I heard something about it, but I didn't realize that it had started already.
Yeah,
Or
so
did
I guess it's
I think
on.
I did hear something about it because it's on Zeus.
Yeah, it's on the Zeus network.
Okay,
Um,
I did know that.
and it's so funny because the people that be on Zeus, they be beefing with them 1 second and be back on the shows the next. Like
Period.
I don't know what Lumel Plummer be doing, but I don't know because if you remember, Ray J was one of the first investors in it,
Yeah,
with
yeah,
the hopes of being the CEO. But Lemmy is the CEO, and I guess it was some bad blood. And Ray J went and was doing Now That's TV or whatever the
yeah.
other
I remember that. Remember
Ray
that
J
whole thing blew up.
TV and stuff. But he's back with them, and he's doing this dating show. And I caught a glimpse of it this weekend. It really wasn't nothing special, but the thing I pulled from it was this man and start dating one of the girls from the show.
Which
And
sounds like him.
is you
That's
the host or the contestant?
that sound like him
So
though.
I know
That's
you
good.
saw
That sound like Flavor Flav.
sound just like Flav.
Yeah.
But he was on Charlemagne. He's on the Breakfast Club, and he had that girl Sheila with him.
Okay. Yeah.
Remember and shit, he was talking about
Um,
I'll never love her and I still love Suki and stuff. And so
yeah.
Charlemagne get on my nerves because he over there instigating talking about don't cry, Sheila. Sheila, it'll be okay. Don't cry. Don't go over there and cry. Yeah, he said he don't love you, but don't cry, Sheila. I'm
He
like,
said, "Don't
you
cry,
really,
Sheila."
you always trying to make somebody cry. Ever since you made little mama cry, now you want to make everybody cry. But yeah, so I had saw her on the show and I'm like, that's Ray J's girlfriend. I'm like, oh, so he met her on the show. So it was definitely interesting to see that. Shout out to Ray J. I'm gonna forever be a Ray J fan.
Yeah.
He's crazy, hilarious. He just reminded me of everybody's wayward brother. Like, yeah, everybody got a brother that you be like, did your brother crash his car last night? Like, he just reminded me of one of them. Like, like I seen your brother running down the street from three dudes. Like, I don't know what happened, but he's definitely a character. So, shout out to Ray J. I really need to get my Zeus subscription back and get back into some of the shows. So yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I did know. I did because it might have been when he was on the Breakfast Club that he talked about the show that he was hosting. I think that's how I knew. Yeah, I think that's how I knew about it. So I did know. My thing is Ray J gonna be Ray J. Like
Ray J gonna be Ray J, and they said that him and Brandy have reconciled, which I'm very happy with. Her and her mom Sonia, they have this way of they want things to be presented to family, and the family is, and at the end of the day, nobody really care about all that. Like that image of that. First of all, that perfect family image was shattered when y'all was lying talking about that man married Brandy and really he just got her pregnant. So we been knew y'all wasn't everything in the milk wasn't clean.
right.
But so I'm glad to see them coming back together.
That's
So
what it's all about is, family, and I think that's cool.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? We got some Grammy nominations in. It's gonna be interesting to see, who's winning the Grammy. I know Kaylani is up for her first Grammy Award for Folded. So I'm excited because I'll be singing that song all the dang on time.
It's weird. It's weird. I haven't really been excited about like any of those shows, like the Grammys or like none of that stuff. I don't know.
I've just been excited because it's been a lot of influx of Black artists being nominated this time. We have Kalani up for a lot of awards. We have Kendrick Lamar up for a lot of awards. We have newcomer Leon Thomas, which I really, really like.
What you think about Leon Thomas?
So I've been watching him since, he started on Nickelodeon when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So I'm going to always, which I was a little older to be watching the show he was on. Like I would catch some of the episodes. I think it was Victorious he was on there with Ariana Grande and them. Like all them kids on that show could sing. Him, Ariana Grande, Victoria Justice, all them, they always was singing on the show. So I always knew he could sing. And he had this movie back in the day called August Rush. It was about like child prodigy movies, prodigy musicians. So he has always like I like even if you watch the show, like he would come like play instruments and sing and stuff. So I always really wanted him to succeed.
Yeah,
So it's nice to see that, it's very hard for people to turn a child career into an adult career.
yeah,
We're seeing that now, especially with the kids from Stranger Things. Ooh, them kids grown
yeah,
as heck now. Um, but I like that, and he spent a lot of time the last couple of years being a writer. So the last 10 years, between the TV show and now, he's been writing a lot of our favorite hits. We just didn't know. He's worked closely with Chris Brown on a lot of his album. So
okay,
I really like his songs. Now I will say a lot of the music nowadays it sounds the same.
yeah. And I
Like I
just think
think,
that, I guess really hearing a lot of, like, I guess his history and the backstory. And I did know that he came from Nickelodeon, but I'll keep it all the way funky with you. Like, I don't think I ever really watched anything with him on
mhm.
it. But I also think that too, probably because of his age and whatnot. Probably when he was on Nickelodeon, I wasn't watching
Oh
Nickelodeon.
yeah, you wasn't watching the thing on Nickelodeon. You
So,
don't even know what show I'm talking about.
oh, absolutely, I don't. So I did know that he came from Nickelodeon, but I definitely didn't watch anything that he was on. So I didn't
Mhm.
really know that side of him. But it kind of gives a little bit more perspective, I think, just in terms of like him transitioning to music and whatnot. And maybe I don't know if he just had a struggle with transitioning to music, or if it just maybe he was just too far ahead of where people were musically and whatnot.
Well,
But it just was ironic to
it was
me
a
that, like,
go
he
ahead.
got so much praise, obviously, for his vocals and him being able to sing. And I think he absolutely can sing his ass off. But it's just ironic that what's the name of the song? What's the rush? Take your time. What's the name of the
Take
song?
your time, what's the rush? I'm a
Mud.
dog, I'm
Mud.
a man.
I was trying to think of the name of the song, Mud. So,
Hmm.
like, I love that song, but it just was ironic to me that that's really the only song off of his album that's blown, or that they've even promoted for the last year.
Well, no, he got another song too. It's not fair.
That's how well they promoted it. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a nice song. But I will say they sound, and this is the thing, he wrote a lot for Chris Brown, so they sound like Chris Brown songs. And Chris Brown does the remix to Mutt with him. So
Okay.
a lot of people think that that's a Chris Brown song when it's
Yeah,
not. But
and I didn't know Chris Brown was on, but he had like two or three different. He had
he
two
have a
remixes.
couple versions. Yeah, he have a
Yeah,
couple of
because it was
versions
a
of it.
remix with Freddie Gibbs, which I did like that one.
Mm.
So yeah,
And the thing about him is he's been in the music industry for so long, and he grew up like when I grew up, so he knows everybody. He knows the ins and outs of R&B and hip hop. So this is somebody that I really want to see what he does with it. But I will say the music that's on now right now, like within the last 2-3 months, sounds a lot alike. Like I love Folded and I love Burning Blue, but they sound almost identical. Like I played them back to back, and my dad was like, or no, somebody, it wasn't my dad. Somebody was like, is this the same song? And I'm like, no, it's two different songs. But and the crazy thing is I turned on my little iPod DJ, my like how you got where it mixed the songs.
yeah.
And when I say these songs is mixing so good, because they sound the dang same. Like they're mixing dang near like it's on the same wavelength.
Uh-huh.
Um, so I would warn him to get out of that, because Chris Brown is someone that's known for the last couple of years. A lot of his songs sounding the same, especially on his album. He'll have a 22 song album, and everyone like, I remember one day I was listening to his album and I couldn't tell when a song ended and the next one began, because it just sounded like it was going to, and I just was like, that ain't really for me. So it would be nice to see what he does with it. And he did say a lot of it he got held back because of his looks, is what he said. He said they said that he wasn't a heartthrob. which he has said, was due to some colorism. He also has had locks since he was a kid, since he was a little boy. So they were saying that they didn't like that look. And also he had put on some weight. Like he's always been kind of a bigger guy.
Yeah.
So he just said, it was almost kind of like, it kind of mirrors the Kanye story. They kind of kept him on as a writer, put him on stuff, but they didn't really want him out front.
Yeah.
So now he's out front. He's doing tours. And he comes to, and I've heard that he comes to Cleveland a lot. That he really likes Cleveland. That this is one of the spots that he's been doing music and shows in that show him a lot of love. So they claim that he's supposed to be coming to town soon. I've been hearing them promoting some event that he's going to be doing. So it'll be interesting to see. It's always nice to find new artists.
Yeah.
For sure. You know what movie just came out? The Marlon Wayans movie, the Jordan Peele, Marlon Wayans, him.
What's the name of the movie? I knew they were
Him.
doing something.
It's called Him. It's that football movie.
Oh, okay.
He had promoted that like we had saw him that Friday and the promotion started coming out that Monday. Remember?
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
the movie.
Yeah.
So is now on streaming platforms. I think it's on Peacock. So I'm gonna try to watch it this weekend and see what it's about. I heard that it was really, really good. But I
I'm
had
sure
some
to check it out.
mixed reviews, so I'm make sure you guys check out that movie. And I
Yeah,
did go to the theaters to see the new Avatar, and it was actually really, really good. Long as I get out.
I never really liked those movies like Avatar and all of that.
Really,
Yeah.
I like the first one.
Okay.
The first one is the best one. Which when it comes to trilogies and movies with a lot of sequels, the first one is always the best because it's the one that introduced you to the world, and it's all glitz and glamour and new and magical and stuff. And then when you get more into it, it always it like even like the Matrix and stuff like that. It'd be cute at first, and then it start getting grungy and about
Yeah.
war and So the first one was good. The second one was it was okay. This one was really, really good. I would say if you want to see it go, it's a good movie to go in theaters. And people said I didn't see it in 3D because I don't really always like 3D movies, but I heard it was a really
Yeah.
good 3D movie. And I took my dad, who hasn't been to the movies in 15 years,
Oh wow.
maybe even longer.
Oh
So
wow.
it was really, really good experience to, do that with my dad and show him everything. And I took him to the Valley View where you can put your feet up and stuff. So
Yeah.
it was really, really nice. That man was in there. You would have thought he was in his zone, looked like a kid in a candy store. And he bought me everything. This how you know I'm fat. Why would I get a hot dog at the movies? You're doing too much. If you're getting food, you're doing too much. And this ain't the first time, because that's how I knew they was good.
You said you're doing too much. Oh Lord,
You're
have
doing
mercy.
too much. My dad talking about you can get whatever you want, man, because I picked out a hot dog. Hey, bro, you should lay out some parameters if you ain't want me to get this all beef sausage. I don't know what you want me to do.
Oh
Um
yeah.
But yeah, so it's some nice movies coming out. And then of course you guys know because it's January, all the shows are coming back. So all our favorite shows are coming back. If you are a person that watches ABC, all the shows hit Hulu this morning. So you got your Will Trent, your 911s, your Rookie. We also have The Pit coming back from HBO, which is a doctor drama that is very reminiscent of the old ER. So if you're
Okay.
somebody that loved ER, and the main character, not George Clooney, the other white dude. Um, I can't think of his name. I'm about to show you him. He is such a good actor. And he's like the lead character on The Pit.
Yeah.
Um, and because he was on ER, I'd be like, oh, I'm watching ER, Like oh dude, remember
You said
him?
I do. Okay.
He was more stiff and stuck up on
He
ER. He
played
looked like
Wolverine, didn't he?
that ain't no dang on Wolverine. He looked like him in this, but that's not Wolverine. What is his name? Oh my god, he had one of them names that it's like, um, you never remember it. Noah Weil. I'm about to show you a good picture of him because that looked a little crazy.
I'm like, he played
Um,
Wolverine, didn't he?
no, he was that little nice, little sweet doctor. Like he was a sweet, nice doctor. James, look at the dang screen. You probably had to see him young. Let me see if I can pull this up, dude, young. ER, because you looking like you ain't never seen dude in
I'm
your
like,
life.
what? I'm
He
like, who is
used to be
that?
on ER. He used to be.
I don't think
Look at him. You ain't never seen. I didn't watch ER neither, but you remember this dude. Like he used to be in all the little movies. You ain't never
I watched
seen. You
I
never
watched
seen Enough?
ER, but I don't think I watched enough. Maybe
Did you watch Enough? The movie with J Lo, where she was
ain't
getting
that
beat up
the
by her
movie where she
husband.
was getting beat up? Yeah.
Hmm. Do you remember her husband had a friend, and that was the dude that was like they had made a bet if they could sleep with her or whatever.
Okay. Yeah.
That's him. Like he been,
Okay.
one of those, Hollywood.
Well,
He been
geez,
a
now I gotta
he's
go back. Now I gotta go back and watch that. Cause how long ago was that?
that listen, and that's one of my favorite movies too. I'd be like, as sure as he's a coward, he's gonna kick you. I'd be like, yes, grab him, girl, beat him up. I'd be every day. I'd be waiting for somebody to just so I could act like J Lo and beat you up. Um,
I'm like, now I gotta go back and watch that.
yeah. So, but yeah, he always has been a supporting character. Like on ER, he was like George Clooney was the main, the main dude, and
Yeah.
he was the supporting doctor. Like he would be the one fighting for stuff, or So it's interesting that now he's the lead person on the pit. And what's that? Hey, what you showing me? Oh, I thought you were showing me something.
Huh.
Um, but yeah, so it's a really, really good show. We also have Bridgerton coming back this month. We have
Now I've heard a lot of
House of
good about that.
Dragons. You gotta watch Bridgerton. When
Yeah,
I tell you,
I've heard a
if you
lot of good about that.
it's such a good show. And what I would say is it's a certain you don't have to watch it. Like my mom had watched it has a spinoff called Queen Charlotte
Yeah.
that is about the Black Queen, because she has such this grand style. People, was thirsting for a story, so she has her own spinoff story. Now you can watch that on your own, but it's not gonna hit as hard unless you know the other,
Yeah.
so I would say, like for anybody watching Bridgerton, watch season 1, season 2, then Queen Charlotte, then season 3 and on. But yeah, it's a really, really good show. I like it because I really like period pieces. And being someone in the Black community is sometimes hard to get into period pieces because it's always going to be
Yeah.
British. It's always going to be,
Yeah.
British, Scottish, French. We don't really have African period pieces because I, for obvious reasons. But it's so on Bridgerton they have all the in their world they don't care about white and black. So like you could marry they be having these noblemen with dreads. I'm like, where is he at? What is his number? Um,
I can't. I
so
can't.
so
I
yeah,
can't with
it's a
you.
really, really good show. I am a person that is very loyal to my shows.
Yeah.
Um and I don't like a lot of stuff. So like I used to watch a lot of like reality. Like I used to watch half like scripted shows and half reality shows. I don't really watch a lot of reality no more. So the shows I do watch is has lessened, but it's some pretty good ones. I really, really like the Rookie been going on for a long time. And then over the holiday break, we had the series finale of Stranger Things, which has been a
Okay.
polarizing thing within people.
Yeah.
Saying this is the problem. We had the fires, we had the strikes, we had a lot of things going on, and the pandemic. So a lot of these shows are coming back 4 or 5 years later. This show is about little itty bitty kids, little kids riding bikes, and some stranger things happening. These kids is grown. The main character just married Bon Jovi's son. Okay, like she's Mrs. Bon Jovi. So I don't know how she's supposed to be graduating high school and she whole married and got a kid. Like this is,
Is she home? They got a kid.
like come on now. And so they was talking about her because she had some lip fillers. So I ain't gonna lie, that did pull me out of the show. And there has been a petition for people to say that a lot of these actors and actresses have to stop playing with their face, because a lot of the job, I understand you're supposed to be looking good, but a lot of job is your emotions. Is I'm
Mm.
supposed to be able to figure out how you're feeling
Right.
without being in your head.
Right.
And when I say that girl the whole season, all she did was go like this. What? I have to fight. I have to defend the town.
I can't with you.
I'm like, girl, at least look normal. Like she could not make a face to save her life because she got so nipped and tucked for her wedding
You
that
said I
she
have
just
to fight.
I must fight. What is this? It was just a lot. But all day was just, I'm like, what's wrong? My sister said, what's wrong with her lips? I said, oh, she even got some day fillers. Dang. And there goes another one. So yeah, but yeah, so I'm excited, you guys, for the year. I'm excited
For
for,
sure.
the new shows and movies and everything. I always feel really optimistic in the beginning of the year. I also do dry January. So I started that Sunday. So,
Okay.
and I usually do like 2 months. So I think that's just something, I like to do. So if you guys are inspired by that, we gonna slow down on the drinks. We gonna slow down on the food. Get a little
Okay.
healthier. So that's really all I got for now.
Listen, I appreciate it. I think this was mad dope. So I know you guys know. I know. Those of you who are here, you saw the promo that went out that Coko Lynn was going to be on the show. So she got stuck in a whole lot of that Atlantic traffic and was like,
Ooh,
so
ain't nothing to play with.
we rescheduled. I think that today was good, even still, just to do, trending topics. Cat got your tongue. Really get back into it, talk about some of this
Hmm.
stuff that's been going on out there. And it's been so much stuff happening. Like, the Tyler Perry stuff is going on right now.
Uh,
Which I just,
yeah, and it just gets to a point where it's like y'all just want money, and I'm glad
right,
that
right, right.
the messages came out of the man asking for money before
Yeah,
he filed lawsuit. So I'm really happy because they said Tyler Perry didn't want to release that stuff because he's more of a person. Well, I'm gonna prove it in court and whatever, whatever. But sometimes
right.
the court of public opinion moves so much faster than the courts.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
it's just not fair. And I think that, he was piggybacking off of Tyler's other, accuser. I think
Absolutely.
I think these men, they get around Tyler Perry and I think they look, I mean, it's just like I said, the young girls. When you are a person of status, especially black, you have to move smarter. You have to move smarter. I know a lot of celebrities that don't take meetings with people without their assistant there
Yeah,
or without somebody there. And I will implore a lot of black, um, people with money, not even celebrities, people with money, a lot of black people with money to record things, to have camera. There's nothing wrong with having security cameras. There's nothing wrong with having a witness. There's nothing wrong with protecting what you have because there's somebody on each corner wanting what you got. A
absolutely.
person, a person will want the smile off your face. I know that
Yeah,
for a fact. I know that
period.
for a fact that
Period.
somebody will be jealous and want the smile off your face. So we just have to be more, smarter and more protective of our things. So shout out to Tyler Perry. I'm on your side, Mr. Perry. Now they ain't coming for my Mr. Perry. Okay.
Yeah, listen, I feel exactly the same way. A lot of these people are out for money.
Hmm.
Um,
And
and
even clout
I've
carries dollar
yeah, that
signs.
too. And I've just seen, even more so over the last couple months, like people just could lie, like they just make up some
Mhm.
shit, and like the public just believe it. They just believe it because it sounds like
You
it could
wouldn't
be. Like,
believe. Hmm.
listen,
Well,
I
people want to believe things, especially, people. It
yeah,
has always been so many questions about Tyler Perry's sexuality that I think people
absolutely,
really want to get an answer once and for all.
yeah,
And so when it comes out these accusers are male, I think it just people want to believe the most exciting headline. They want to
yeah,
believe it,
yeah,
So
absolutely,
I think that, especially with the mystery around his sexuality and his partners and things like that, I think that people wanted to believe these things about him.
absolutely,
So I'm glad to see that a lot of these, accusations are being proven false. Because I think nobody deserves that. I don't think
yeah,
anybody deserves. Now, if he was really doing these things, it would be like Diddy. It would be more than one or two people. Like it
yeah,
would have been a lot, it would have been because with Diddy was smoking was fire. We was hearing about it for years,
yeah,
So um yeah, I just hope people just this year people just try to make your own money. Stop scamming. The scams is getting
yeah,
outrageous, James. They're
yeah.
scamming on every corner. I'm telling you,
I'm trying to tell you, I
this
am
dude
trying.
was outside selling. My mom walk on Walmart. This man told me he's selling candy bars for some kind of team. My mom
Right,
said, "Where's your table?
right, right,
Where's your where's your QR code? Where's your
right, right,
signage or anything? Where's
right.
the kids at?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not scanning. No, I ain't putting my phone on nothing, so you can
right.
steal my stuff. Sir,
Yeah.
out the
And
way."
that's how they do it. You know, that's how they do it. They take advantage of the people who are, susceptible like that. But no, you're right. It's out there. It is out there, especially around this time of year.
Oh,
It's
it's
out.
terrible. I've seen people lose all their Christmas money because
Yeah.
somebody's scamming, and it's just not okay. That's why I'm really, especially us, like the people right now, we need to make sure you're checking your parents. Make sure you're checking their statements. Make sure you asking them who's calling them, checking up on them because they can easily fall for these scams. Like my mom had somebody emailing her talking about reset your password. And she was like, why are they sending this? I said, don't click on nothing. Okay, like don't do none of that, honey. If you got a problem, come ask me. I figured out.
Yeah. I'm listen, cuz I love you. I think this
I
was
love
dope.
you. I'm
Um,
so happy to be back with you.
listen, I love you. We gonna chat some more
Get off of
after
here.
we get off of
Mhm.
here, but or after we shut the live down. We'll talk some more before we hang up. But I appreciate you. I think it was an amazing show tonight. Um, I appreciate the people who've been on here. I appreciate y'all. Like this is dope. We ain't been on for almost we did do a couple spot shows, but I mean I think consistently we haven't been on for about 2 months.
Mhm.
So this was really really cool. I was definitely looking forward to it. Um, and we're gonna do some more. We're gonna do some more. We're gonna be doing a lot more.
I'm so
Um,
excited for next week's show.
I don't
So
know. If I'm
excited.
I don't know how I'm gonna get Cat on here more than once a week, but I'm working on it, y'all. I'm working on it. Uh, I'm working on it
Mhm.
because I be wanting to. I be saying I'm gonna just start going live, and but I'm like I don't like going on by myself though.
Yeah, I
I
know.
mean,
It's just
you
it's
have
different.
a lot of the podcasters and the YouTubers and whatnot that get on and they just hold a conversation with the screen and the people that be on
Yeah.
this, which is and don't get it twisted. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that, but I like being able to kind of go back and forth with somebody and that
Mhm.
sort of thing, and that's just always been my thing. So
Mhm.
that I know a lot of people wonder why I don't necessarily go live a lot. That's why because I like to have
Yeah.
back and forth. So it's cool though. So I was definitely looking forward to tonight. It's gonna be a
Mhm.
really really good year. I learned a lot last year. Obviously the
Mhm.
last couple months has been a little hectic, but all of that is shaping up. I've been on the outs with a lot of my family for a couple years, and God will work some miracles because it's ironic.
Yes.
The main one that I was just like fuck up, like I'm over
Mhm.
that shit, fuck her, and everybody else is just guilty by association, fuck
Mhm.
up. And and it's funny because I was talking to her sister one day, and I was just like, girl, I was fuck it. And then about 3 days later, we ran into each other at Walmart, and it was just like, I love you. I,
Mhm.
I love you. So not that we're in, that good of a space now, but at least we talking a little bit. So
Yeah, and I mean, I've been
and I'm
learning this.
learning to let go of shit because
Mhm.
I can hold a grudge. I can. I absolutely can. Just being
Me and
honest,
you are.
all the way
Mhm.
100. I can hold a grudge, and
Mhm.
if I say it's a wrap, it's a wrap.
It's
But
a wrap for
right, but
you,
that was a good thing. And
baby.
then the other one, who I was like, yeah, fuck him too, because it is what it is. At the end of the day, where the fuck we run into each other at? Walmart. Walmart.
Walmart got you. Because listen, why did I run into two people I was avoiding too at the stores over the holidays? I said, well,
And it
God,
just so
what you
happened that
trying to
I've been
tell
out
me?
doing Spark, so
Uh-huh. Yeah.
and that's how it happened. And I just was like, that's God. It's God. And you can't hold these grudges. You got to let go of shit. You got to let go of
Mhm.
shit. And I'm guilty, but I've let go. So I
I,
haven't.
I I had the same thing, a lot of our transgenders know I have been in therapy. I've had the same therapist for maybe about 3-4 years.
Yeah.
And I've been just having some problems with my family, just feeling like, I'm unheard, unseen, uncared for, and I've spoken about this. And, sometimes when you tell people things, they get defensive and they don't want to hear what you're
Mhm.
saying. They say, well, I did this and I did been there for you for this. And it's like, I'm sitting here telling you
Right.
that I need you and I need you to do the XYZ. So, I had me and you talked before the holidays, and I'm like, F everybody, I don't want nobody at my house. I'm not buying no gifts, James, when I say everybody stayed at my house, everybody stayed at my
Yeah.
house.
I just
All
did
my
that.
sisters, my dad, my mom, my two of my nephews, everybody stayed the whole break. When I say my nephew said, I said, don't y'all want to go home for Christmas? Santa coming tonight. They talk about, oh, we'll get our presents tomorrow. We I said, what? But yeah, I'm really thankful for that. And when I say this is one of the best holidays, like it's
Now,
been
which
years
wait,
since
wait, wait a minute, wait a minute. Which nephew?
my two little nephews.
Oh, okay.
Don't get
Okay.
it. Don't
I
now
was
the
gonna
hot
say,
now the
oh.
holiday spirit ain't moving that much, and we'll get into that after the break. But
Okay. Okay.
but yeah, no, I'm talking about my two little baby nephews. So they stayed. Carisha stayed. Katia stayed, and it was really nice because this was the first holiday in a long time that they got to spend with my dad, because my dad comes to my house all the time. So I be just I to me it's normal. I be like, oh, it ain't nobody but that. But for them, they haven't had that. So it was nice that, like he would get up and cook for us and cook breakfast and stuff. And they was looking like little kids. Oh, thanks, Dad. I'm just like, I'm like, you know what? I'm glad that y'all get to experience. I'm glad that we all get to experience this. And, like it was a good Christmas. Like I gave some really, really good gifts to everybody. And it's because I just wanted to show my appreciation. So I really am thankful for that. Like it was a really, really, really good Christmas break. I really needed that. And my words seeped into some brains. When I said I
Yeah.
need y'all to spend time with me, I need y'all to spend time with Michaela. This is her last year. She's about to graduate. We're
Yeah.
gonna be moving. Like, we're not gonna always have this time. So it was nice and then when I say they stayed for day near, my dad just went home yesterday.
That's what's up. That is what's up.
So it was just really, really cleansing. And so I feel really, really optimistic. And it's nice to,
That's what's
we
up.
do need people. We need a community.
Absolutely.
We need support. So
Absolutely.
I'm just really, really thankful and just optimistic
I love
about the
that for you.
year.
I love that for you. I really
Thank
do.
you.
I love that for you. I think that that's really dope. Um, so all right, y'all. Listen, we appreciate y'all. I know we have kept y'all on here. I was gonna say for 2.5 hours, but it's only been an hour and a half.
This ain't nearly the longest show we did. So this
Right.
is
'Cause
y'all
we
are
didn't start till 8. So yeah,
good.
we didn't start till
hmm
8. So
Yeah.
that's cool. So listen, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in for the first episode of season 3. We are gonna be back next week. We have Mamta Ja Mishra on the show
Ooh.
next Wednesday. We are gonna start promoting tomorrow. We will get our flyer out there. So things are definitely changing with the network. Much greater consistency here. And we appreciate y'all. We got some new people who gonna be coming on board too. So that's we are working on that piece. But
Yes.
we appreciate y'all. We are signing out of here. Any final words, Kat? Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram, Authentically James, and I am James Grant.
Yeah.
Actually, I am James Grant on all platforms, and then also Authentically James as well on Instagram. So I got 2 Instagrams. Or UGD Podcast Radio and Transcending the Culture on Instagram.
You can follow me on all platforms at Cat Queen, and then Instagram also second page Cat Gotcha.
That's it. Cat got
That's
you.
it. Cat Gotcha.
Listen, once again, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. We are signing out of here. Y'all have an amazing evening. And listen, you might see us before next Wednesday, but definitely we'll be here next Wednesday with Mamta Ja Mishra. And we are going to get Coko Lynn rescheduled. So make sure that you guys are tuning in for that and looking out for that. So you guys can see it. New digital issue of UG Digital Magazine is coming out on Friday. It's going to be available Friday at ugdigital.com. Remember, you guys can hit ugdpodcastingandradio.info to watch any of the past episodes, including this one. And a lot more stuff going on. So just make sure that you guys keep your eyes peeled. Make sure that you subscribe to the network. Please like, subscribe, follow. It's free. It is great support. We need your support. We need your love and support. So please subscribe to the network and hit that notification bell so that you get all the updates of when we go live and when we post new material. And it's a lot coming. I think that's it, Kate.
That's it for y'all. We will see y'all next week. Love
All right.
y'all.
Love y'all. We are out of here.
Bye.
I was going to say bye.
Bye.